Hello everybody, this is Jean. Welcome to my craft space. Today's project is our journal prompt by Nina Ribena, which is summer and colours of summer. And when I think of summer, I always think of cornfields and poppies. And I had this napkin for a long time and I've never used it. And I bought it because I like the colour and because it had cornfields on it. So that's going to be the basis of what I do. I'm starting with a stamp that looks a bit like the sun, and I'm using Versamark stamping ink because I'm going to emboss it. And this is a technique that I've just recently found in one of Mixed Media Jenn's videos. So I'm adding now embossing powder in white. And then making sure that all the embossing powder has come off and putting the excess embossing powder back in the bottle. And then I'm about to use a little brush to just make sure that all the extra bits of embossing powder have gone. And now I'm heat setting it. And that's what it looks like. As you can see it's shiny, it's white and shiny. And what it's going to do is act as a resist. So I'm using Distress Oxides in worn lipstick and fossilised amber. And this process must have taken me about 10 minutes. But I've removed bits and I've speeded a lot of it up. It is just a matter of adding water, smushing it about, drying it, having a look at it, and then repeating the whole thing over and over until you get what you like. So the first time I did this I didn't get much at all, and I just kept on doing it until I was happy with what I had. And you can see where the embossing is, that it acts as a resist. I had to be careful when I was drying it that I didn't remelt the embossed image. But that's what it looked like when I finished when I was happy with it. So here's the napkin. I'm taking off the very top layer. I did try using the whole napkin, and it didn't really give the colour effect that I wanted. So I decided to take individual pieces and sort of assemble them on the page as if I was taking bits of a picture and assembling them. So that's my first bit. Used a water brush to get torn edges rather than cut edges because they blend in better. So they're the pieces that I'm going to use. I'm sticking them down with matte medium. And again, this process took me a long time, so I've missed bits out and I've speeded it up. And then you'll get to see the end result. I usually, when I'm using tissue paper or napkins, I don't really mind about creases, but because I wanted this to be like a smooth background for something else, I did try and get the creases out. I did go over and over it very gently with more matte medium until it was all fairly smooth. And that's the effect that I wanted. So after drying it, then I trimmed off the edges and I'm ready for the next step. Now I can't draw or paint, and I wanted poppies on here, red poppies. And this is another technique from a Mixed Media Jenn video, a recent one. So I used black StazOn ink. I had a poppy stamp. I did try various other things before I hit on this method. And I stamped this onto acetate. I did 5 in all. I think you see me do 3 here. And I only want the flower. I'm not interested in the leaves, so as long as the flower part stamps out okay, then I'm happy. After I'd dried that, I turned it over, and on the back of it I used my alcohol inks. I haven't used alcohol inks for a long time, and this is, I think it's called watermelon, and it was the only red that I had, but it was the right red, so that was okay. So I'm using one of these applicators, which is a piece of felt, basically. Right, so I'm just applying that watermelon alcohol ink to the back of the stamped image. As I say, I did it 5 times altogether. Then I cut out the actual image of the flower, though I did leave bits of the stems on, but I didn't really want any green in the end page. So here's my poppies and my cornfield, and I just stuck them on with glue stick. I'm hoping it will stay. They seem to be sticking at the moment, so yeah, so I just arranged my poppies. They are much redder than that in real life. Then I needed a border, so I used the distressing, but the same worn lipstick, and just put a bit of a grungy border around you. I had to be careful when I did the bits where the napkin was, because it's a bit fragile around the edges. And now I'm gluing down my quote, which says a light, I can't remember what it says now. I'll put it in at the end. It's by Anne Bronte, anyway. The quote says, "A light wind swept over the corn, and all nature laughed in the sunshine." So I'm just outlining the quote now with a fine liner, just a fine liner. And then I thought it needs something else. And so I went to another napkin and took out this butterfly, which I put in position where I thought it needed something. Now, the butterfly has actually got writing behind it, which I'm not very happy about, but I couldn't do anything about it once I'd stuck it down, and it's all right. So there we are, that's my finished project. My colours of summer, which are gold and red, gold for corn and red for poppies. So it just really remains for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you'll join me again. Bye for now.